Hey there YouTube, this is CFL Fanatic, giving you your picks for Week 7 in the CFL. Last week, just want to say, as you probably know, I live in Southern Ontario, not too far from Hamilton, so last week I went to a game at Iverwin Stadium. Ticats and Bombers came right down to the wire, right down to the last play. Thoroughly enjoyed myself, so I hope I can go to another game at Iverwin again. Alright, so last week, let's take a look. I was 3-1, Chris Schultz was 2-2, so once again, I beat him by a win. Not bad, not bad. That takes my total to 16-8, and Chris Schultz is still at 12-12. So last week he got a little bit of a foothold, but I've gotten rid of the damage. Alright, the big news obviously is about Iverwin Stadium actually, and more importantly the Hamilton Ticats. Ticats owner Bob Young wrote a letter talking to City Council, who is trying to figure out a location to put their new stadium for the 2015 Pan Am Games. Bob Young wrote a letter day before the vote and said, "Look, we really don't care what you do because we're not going to be playing in any new stadium." So now he's put on the table the possibility that the Ticats will no longer play in Hamilton because their lease with Iverwin Stadium expires in 2011. Personally, I have to say I think that they're probably going to end up staying at Iverwin. I don't see them moving to this new stadium because they seem to hate it so much, and they hate the West Harbor location. But I think they're probably going to re-sign with Iverwin. Alright, on to Week 7 in the CFL. First up, BC Lions and Saskatchewan Roughriders. I had hoped that BC would put up a bit more of a fight last week against Calgary, but even though it was only a 5-point difference, they were never really in this game. Calgary ran away with it in the second half, and BC never really recovered. Saskatchewan is looking to bounce back after what could have been a victory against Montreal. Unfortunate that they lost there, so they're going to be looking to rebound, and I think Saskatchewan will probably pull this one off. I'm predicting BC will drop their 6th in a row. Alright, Hamilton and Winnipeg, another rematch between these two teams, the 4th game they've played in 7 weeks. Hamilton looked very good last week against the Bombers. There were a couple there were a couple moments that weren't too good, but they did look good. Their offense started igniting, but Winnipeg, I think they do have home field advantage. I think that they really need to rebound. This team has really underperformed, and this team is capable of being a much better team than a 2-4 team, I feel. So I am going to have to say that Winnipeg will come away with this one. Alright, on to Saturday night. Montreal Alouettes and Toronto Argonauts. I'm glad I picked Toronto. Chris Schultz picked Edmonton last week. I picked Toronto. Glad I did. They came through for me, as I thought they would. I'm liking Toronto every week. Every week I'm starting to like the Argos a little bit better. And last week, Cleo Lemon, had another great game. He was just a couple yards shy of his first 300-yard passing game. The CFL, Corey Boyd continues to destroy everybody who tries to tackle him. And a great running back like Boyd is really what you need. But Montreal, I'm thinking Calvillo will probably play despite talk of a minor finger injury. I think he'll still play, and I still don't think the Argos are quite up to Alouette level of playing, so I'm going to say the Alouettes, but not by quite as much this time, I don't think. Alright, Edmonton and Calgary. So just when it looked like Edmonton was starting to do good and starting to turn things around, they lost again, and that knocked them down to 1-5. Edmonton really didn't look all that good in the Toronto game. The third quarter did a lot for them. I think Edmonton is going to get better, but you look at Calgary, who's just steamrolling through the league right now, and they're doing so well. I really just do not see Calgary losing to Edmonton, and I'm going to have to pick Calgary. So once again, here are my picks in case you missed them. I didn't disagree with Chris Schultz on anything this week, so kind of cheating a little bit. I'll try and disagree with him next week. All right, that's it for this week. Have a good day.